Hi, everybody. I'm Amy Sweezy. This is WCI-TV, sponsored by Tower MSA Partners. My guest is Kevin Murphy. Kevin is with Quintairos, Prieto, Wood, and Boyer. Kevin, thank you so much for being here.
Amy, thank you for having me.
So I know you have been part of this workers' compensation industry for a long time, since the mid-90s you were sharing with me. Tell me how you got involved with this industry.
Well, you know, Amy, it's funny. My first conference was in 1995. I had just graduated from law school, and I joined a firm that was doing workers' compensation defense. Back then, honestly, I hadn't really thought about ever joining anything having to do with workers' comp defense. And suddenly, the firm that I started off with, they offered me this job, and I thought, maybe it'll last for a few years. And here I am, 30 years in, and we've since switched over to our new firm at Quintairos, Prieto, Wood, and Boyer, and just continued from there. And it's been an amazing journey, and WCI has been a part of it.
So what would you say are some of the keys to success in this industry?
You know, the simple fact is you have to work hard. It is, a lot of people think, as an attorney, you've been elevated to partner, you've done this or that. The work doesn't change. It comes down to hard work and dedication, getting to know the people in the system, and that's one of the things that WCI is great at, is it connects so many workers' comp professionals together. For us, it's just one of those things that the harder you go at it, the more successful you're going to be. And it might not always be the greatest work-life balance, but it's an amazing journey along the way, and you get to meet some incredible people.
Well, and speaking of people, I'm sure being in this industry as long as you have been, you have met a lot of great people and have been impacted likely by a lot of people. Can you think of someone in particular that's really impacted your career?
I can, and I'll tell you, it's there've been so many, and to narrow it down to one is difficult, but my original managing partner, a guy named Tom Moore, he was instrumental in teaching me so many things about the law. There's so many things about how to be successful at it, how to practice. I remember the interview, I was all intimidated, and here I was just, oh my gosh, what am I supposed to do? And over the years, learning from him, it was just something that really helped. But the list is so long, and to leave anybody off would be tough. I mean, there's judges and other folks, my partners, all kinds of people who've helped out over the years.
Well, it seems like if I were to ask you, what's your advice to somebody, just entering this business, maybe it's to find a Tom Moore.
It might very well be, yes. Tom was with us I worked with him for over 25 years. He retired from QPWB a couple years ago, and I still stay in touch with him now. He's just always been a great mentor. And if you can find someone who can mentor you in that way, yes, absolutely. Latch on to him and learn as much as you can.
So we're here at WCI 2025 in Orlando. What are you most looking forward to?
Well, I'll tell you, we already started it. Yesterday, our firm, we're very instrumental in the Give Kids the World project that WCI has latched onto. We believe in doing things different and being difference makers at QPWB, and I will tell you, the opportunity that we have at Give Kids the World is amazing. We sent over 50 of our difference makers out there yesterday. They did an incredible job doing various projects around the village, and then we have several of our people who are instrumental in the gala every year. And so we had a big contingent at the gala as well, and QPWB was really well represented. It's an amazing opportunity to give back to the community, and we're based in the Orlando office, so all of this is really kind of in our backyard, so it gives us that opportunity to really shine locally, and we appreciate WCI's opportunity to do that. And I love how it's evolved to include that here in the conference.
And obviously you keep coming back because it's local. That's easy, right? But even if it was far away, I bet you would attend.
I would attend, yes. It's funny. When we first started off, we used to have to stay out here at the hotel, and I live only a few minutes away, so it's like now I get to sleep in my own bed again. There's a lot of folks here who don't. I would probably be more reluctant if it was far away, but yes, it's such an opportunity. It's one of those conferences that has really been often imitated but never duplicated kind of thing. And the way that it has expanded over the years, when I first started it was Florida-centric, and now it's all 50 states, and that fits with what we as a firm do too. We've got offices nationwide, and the fact is we even have the opportunity to connect with our own people when they're here. So I don't see our people in our Chicago office or our Los Angeles or Nashville office very often, right. And they come into these types of events, and particularly WCI, so it's amazing.
All right, Kevin Murphy, say the name of your firm.
Quintairos, Prieto, Wooden Boyer.
I knew you could say it faster than me. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time.
Amy, thank you. Appreciate it.
You are watching WCI-TV, sponsored by Tower MSA Partners.